Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I don't have my microphone today. Oh, this is another exciting episode of the Josh Cast. I don't have my microphone today, so I'm trying this sans microphone. So you're going to be hearing all of the car noises that you probably heard before, but now it's going to be more pronounced. As I guide you through this. Feeling very pretentious this morning, very. I always like to check in with my bowels. I always think that's a good way to start the day and start the podcast. It was bad yesterday. One of the coworkers brought in chocolate-covered Twinkies. I want to say somewhere between 3 and all of them. Hard to say. It really is. The fog of history has already kind of dropped over this. I'd like to think it was only 3 and that I was a responsible adult. But I have a suspicion that may not be the case. And it was just a full evening of explosions, basically. I don't want to get any more detailed than that. And I know better. I know I shouldn't be doing this. It makes me feel terrible, and yet I do it anyway. I mean, it really is an addiction. An addiction to sugar. It's too bad I don't have an addiction to things that are more productive, like having an addiction to dance. Now I'm singing the Mortal Kombat theme song. Mortal Kombat! Which, I think, here's the fascinating thing about the Mortal Kombat movie. I believe it's still the best comic movie, or the best video game movie. I think. Correct me if I am wrong. All these other movies have come out with Oscar-winning actors, writers, directors, and yet somehow the only one, and it could be a generational thing, maybe people who are younger than me who watch the Mortal Kombat movie will go, what is this? But in some ways, I must say, it's a perfect film. And Mortal Kombat as a concept, I've talked about this on stage, but I'll talk about it here. Mortal Kombat as a concept is phenomenal. First of all, you can tell that these fighters mean business because they spell combat with a K. We do a lot of combat here. You've misspelled it. No, we have not. We have not misspelled it. We put a K there because people get killed in our combat. Well, people get killed in normal kinds of combat. I mean, the army spells it with a C, and that's sort of their thing, is killing people. Yeah, but we make it an art form. We rip out people's spines. Okay, that seems a bit excessive. I mean, it's fun, I guess. It sounds like it's really dirty. That's got to be the worst job. Cleaning up those Mortal Kombat stages after a fight's complete. And then he threw the spine all over the carpet. Oh, man. I told Shang Tsung, don't carpet the arena. Don't do it. You're never going to get the stains out. All of the fighters, they have powers. They can shoot fireballs. I don't have powers. I have to use Lime Away and Windex. Just like a normal person, because I am a normal person. How did the janitor who works at the arena where they fight in the Mortal Kombat, how did he get the job? I don't think he planned on it. I think he fell on hard times. I think he, hit the law the wrong way, stole something he shouldn't have stolen or something. But it was a minor offense. But as a result, he was cut off from a lot of workforce jobs that he would have been able to do. And he was like, I'm grateful. I'm just grateful to be working, man. I'm just grateful to have something. But it's a grind. Literally, one of my coworkers was ground to death by Goro. Goro, if you're not familiar, is the fighter who has, I believe, 6 arms total. And a ponytail. And I imagine with 6 arms, he can do quite a bit of styling with his hair, if he so chose. I mean, he could do there could be a lot of really intricate braid work with 6 arms. Think of what he could do with 6. Like, he does more than just fight. Surely, he's huge on making pottery. He can make, I think, 3 different pots at the same time with 6 arms. Yes, I make pottery when I'm not killing people. This collection right here on the left, these are the pots that I made with arms 1 and 2. Those are my upper arms. And then this collection over here, these are the ones I made with arms 3 and 4. I'm not as dexterous with my 3rd and 4th arm. I'm top arm handed, if you will. And I'm selling the first collection. One of these pieces ranges from 500 to 1,000. I have it on Etsy. You can buy them there. And then the second collection, these you can get a collection of 5 for $100. And the multi-purpose, you can put plants in them. You can store foodstuffs. I try to make them a size that's manageable, but at the same time authentic to my people. And you can see, I've painted different images on the pot. On this particular pot, you can see this is a painting of a warrior ripping out the spine of another warrior and the blood splattering everywhere. And then you can see right over here this figure of a janitor who's looking annoyed because he's going to have to spend all night cleaning it up. And it will not be pretty. Mortal Kombat, yeah! That should be the theme song. Mortal Kombat, yeah! Oh, this is an interesting situation. People tried to make a left turn. 10 minutes before 9, there's that desperate left. If I can make this left turn, I'll be right on time instead of 2 minutes late. Desperate left. Make way! They're making a desperate left over here. There's what I'm saying. A couple of people crossing the street. The lady is wearing pajama pants while walking her dogs. Makes sense. Just walking her dogs. Hasn't really started her morning yet. Wearing the pajama pants. Which are comfortable. Which should be worn all the time. If I were president, that'd be my first decree. Pajama pants, it's cool to wear. Whenever you want. And if anyone gives you guff about wearing pajama pants, I don't care. Weddings, funerals, Oscars. If anybody gives you guff, they have to answer to President Snyder. The Pajama Pants Amendment. How can there be any opposition to that? I ask you, how can there be any opposition to that? There cannot be. It simply cannot be so. I could win on that. Pajama pants, period. That's my platform. Mr. President, you're getting a lot of pressure on the pajama pants front. People are asking, can we compromise? Can we include khakis? No khakis! Pajama pants only. I will not be deterred. The line must be drawn here, no further. Star Trek First Contact quote. A Ford Mustang just accelerated very quickly to get into the lane so that he could proceed to travel at 30 miles an hour. And that's what it's like owning a sports car in Los Angeles. I drive a Lamborghini. Where do you live? Los Angeles. Sometimes I can get her up to 15 miles an hour. That's in the middle of the night when there's no traffic. And by no traffic, I mean the road is under construction and there's a traffic jam. That is what I mean by that. But that is how I drive. And that is why I drive my Ford Mustang. Ford Mustang. The official car of Mortal Kombat. Let all the fighters in the Mortal Kombat arena know that this year we are sponsored by Ford, specifically the Mustang. And so, when you rip out the spine of your enemy as you defeat him, we're asking that you say, this has been brought to you by Ford Mustang. Wait until after the spine has been ripped, because we want to make sure we get good audio on it. Do we all understand each other? Yes, Goro. Oh, sorry, I wasn't raising my hand. I was just trying to scratch. All right then, Goro. What have I told you? It's very difficult. It always seems like you're raising your hand. You have 6 of them. Please try to keep the hands lowered while I'm making a speech. Yes, I apologize. As well you should, Goro. As well you should. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, everyone. Goro will be selling his pottery after the tournament in the lobby. You should take them. They're very nice. I have one of them in my lanai. I feel like Shang Tsung would have a lanai. I'm pretty sure a lanai is a thing. I just remember my mom saying how the rich people would drink mint juleps on the lanai. Maybe the lanai is the river, and you're on a boat on the river. I don't know. I should look that up. At any point, Shang Tsung either has or lives near to a lanai. I'm seeing a sign that says, "Get her done, termite and pest control." Are they allowed to do that? Isn't that a catchphrase? Doesn't Larry the Cable Guy own that? What have you found out? Maybe he doesn't own the catchphrase. Maybe someone else came up with "Get her done" before Larry the Cable Guy. That's entirely possible. The phrase "get her done" was probably uttered by at least 5 people. Or like 1 million. I would think. But that was the catchphrase that he went with, because "get to the point with her where you are completed" doesn't roll off the tongue as well. All right, well, that's what happens when the bowels act up. So I'm at that point now in my addiction process, since I've just gotten over being sick, and I'm still a little sick, where I'm saying to the universe, I promise I'll never eat like that again. I have learned my lesson. And the universe says, yeah, we'll see about that. We will see about that. Can I just stop eating? I'm done eating. Can't I just be like a plant and get food from the sun? Wouldn't that be great? That'd be phenomenal. Hey, I'm eating right now, okay? I'm basking. take a girl out to the Arboretum. That'd be fantastic. That would be a Mortal Kombat character. He'd be called Trunk Guy. No, that'd be terrible. It would be Trunk Guy. Treegore. There we go. He'd be called Treegore. Kind of like Swamp Thing in a way, made out of a tree. His power move would be he throws a vine that grabs the other person and rips them in half. Which would be down, up, left, right, punch kick. That would be the power move for Treegore. Which sounds a little bit like Igor. So that makes me think he's a Russian tree man. I am Treegore. I am new to Mortal Kombat. Treegore, how long have you been? Do you mind? I am trying to eat by eating sunlight as it comes onto me. Treegore, I am Treegore. Treegore Bogdanovich, at your service. I am not interested in pottery. I am interested in death. Well, Goro makes very nice pots. You should take a look at them before they're sold out. He'll sell out. He sold out at every tournament. He sells out, whether he wins or loses. By the way, people are really excited about the Goro pottery. Do not lecture me on the Goro pottery. Do not lecture me on these things. I am Treegore, and I have known suffering like you have not known before. I grew up in the city of Burbank, which may be innocuous if you are a person, but as a tree, it was very difficult, because they built a lot of shops around me, but my roots kept growing, and as a result, the sidewalk got mangled around me, and they constantly had to come in and repave the sidewalk and push my roots down until I got revenge and ripped myself out of the sidewalk and destroyed all those who would stop my roots from sprouting. And no, I am not an ant. That accent's getting dicey. That accent is getting dicey. Someone needs to check their IPA. International Phonetic Alphabet, not the beer. Though, when studying the IPA, it might be best to have a refreshing IPA. Hey! My God, is this a comedy podcast? But here's my goal for the day. No sugar. I'm only eating healthy. And then the other thing is that I'm going to go to this screening at 2, and now I have the fear of, now the game I have to play is how much vengeance will my intestines incur upon me? I'm not sure if incur is the right verb, but how vengeful will my intestines get? Will this last 2 days, this has happened? Or is the worst of it over? I'm going to try having some tea. We'll see what happens there. And then we'll move forward. Well, one way or another, we will move forward. Hopefully not running to the bathroom. It's a great way to bookend this podcast. Begin with the bowels, end with the bowels. Mortal Kombat. So everyone, Goro has a new theme he'd like to share with us. Why don't you go ahead and play that theme? It's Mortal Kombat. Yes! Goro, I don't think this is the... Just let the music continue to play. Mortal Kombat. Yes! And I'm here to say, We're gonna rip out your spine today. Mortal Kombat with a K. Killing people. And the janitor has to spray with Lime Away.